Well, honk swore my timble britches. I have a new episode here of the Old 52, and it is, as always, brought to you by my comic I self-publish, Red Knight, and we're from Primal Paper Comics. You can get the Red Knight comic off my manospublishing.etsy shop. The link is at the below. And also, you can get it off the Primal Paper Comics website. And not to mention the Primal Paper Comics Free Comic Book Day special. It's free, and it's available on the site as a free download. It's free. You have no more excuses. 5 titles represented here. It's pretty awesome. Now, speaking of awesome, this week's #1 comic is actually a comic I've discussed in the past in one of my Batman Favorites videos, and I actually think that probably was the first of the Batman Favorites videos, but I can't help it. I love it. It's still one of my favorite issues of all time. It is Batman and the Outsiders #1. And hey, look, there's an ad for Tron on the back. Not Tron Legacy, Tron. That's how old this comic is. This is from 1983. And this was written by Mike Barr, and Jim Aparo was doing the art. And this was... I actually bought this new. I was like 12 or something like that when I first got this comic. And first off, the cover kind of blew my 12-year-old mind. Batman saying, I've had enough of your too-big Justice League. From now on, these are my new partners. And, you know, a whole bunch of people I didn't recognize. I recognized Black Lightning and Metamorpho, but that was kind of it. It's like, who are these strange new people? And, so, yeah, like, Batman can quit the Justice League? What the hell? You know, I had to get this, obviously. And, essentially it starts out with, Bruce Wayne, showing, Lucius Fox, a nice party, because he's taking a huge job overseas for Wayne Enterprises to the country of Markovia, and it's one of DC's fictional countries, and it's kind of middle Europe. And while he's fighting and actually lamenting the fact that he can't be everywhere at once, kind of hinting that, you know, he does need some more help. I don't know where Jason Todd Robin is at this point. He's probably, I don't know, just being a brat somewhere. And Dick Grayson is hanging out with the Teen Titans. And I think at this point, Barbara Gordon was not doing much Batgirl stuff. This was, I guess she was doing more college stuff. Because she kind of, like, dropped out to sight for a little while. Anyway, while he's fighting tons of crime, he realizes that Lucius Fox was kidnapped and being held hostage in this country. There's a lot of political unrest going on, and he has unfortunately been taken hostage, much not too different than the, you know, Iranian hostages from just a few years ago, actually. So, anyway, he goes immediately to the Justice League for help, and Superman and Wonder Woman tell him the government kind of asked us to stay out of it because they're worried about escalation if the military or the Justice League jump in. And I gave him my word, like, no member of the Justice League will intervene. And Batman essentially says, okay, I quit. And we get this cool... By the way, this is the first time as a kid I ever saw Batman's origin spelled out. I'd heard about it, but this... And one page sums up his history, which I always found fascinating. Also, let's see. I gotta say, I'll bring up Jim Aparo's art after I'm done talking about the story briefly. Anyway, Batman says, "Screw it, I'm getting out of here," and goes to the country itself. He enlists the help of Black Lightning to help out. To sort of pose as Lucius's brother and trying to negotiate some sort of deal. But it gets screwed up by Katana, who kills the guy he's trying to talk to, and kills a couple other guys, and he's kind of pissed off about that. There he runs into a young blonde named Halo, who has this strange power and is very, very confused. She also has an American accent, apparently, so he has no idea what the hell she's doing here. Anyway, she's kind of dazed. Meanwhile, one of the young princes of this country has been trying to find some kind of way of helping his country, so he has the scientist doing experiments, and she kind of creates this superpower for him, but there are spies who want to sabotage and assassinate him. Therefore, his, let's see, Metamorpho actually is trying to save him, and they both get apparently killed, but the prince's new power, Geoforce, that's his superhero name, Geoforce. Geoforce seems to be a little more difficult to kill than they expected. Well, we'll see him in the next issue. Anyway, Batman and Halo try to infiltrate, but she's never done this before, so she has no idea what she's doing. Ending up getting Batman caught. Oh, well, hey. And he's sent into a dungeon where, oh, hey, found Lucius, anyway. But they take off his belt, where he is greeted by the man who sees himself as the new leader of the country, Baron Bedlam. And that's the first issue. It's a two-part story arc. I won't really spoil what happens in the second issue. But I love this issue. I thought it was a real exciting, fresh change of pace where Batman was basically changing the rules and trying to go ahead and maybe have a more offensive view towards superhero crime fighting. And this team kind of comes together pretty naturally, actually. The art by Jim Aparo, I think, is beautiful. I know a lot of people kind of bash Jim Aparo's art, especially during the 90s work. He was getting older, and his work did look a little stiffer, but the inking here by Adrian Roy is just beautiful. Especially this scene of Bruce like swearing vengeance on his parents' graves. I think it's just wonderful. There's a great use of red through a lot of this issue, and I think it just looks spectacular. I think I really recommend this a lot. If I'm told there's a trade collecting the first few issues of this. I've never seen it, but if you can find it, go get it. If you can find the back issue of this, pick it up. These aren't that expensive, so it'd definitely be worth checking out. I highly recommend these issues. Batman and the Outsiders, #1. Push the button, Lindsay.